Good morning, it's Chaplain Nika, and it is 3:53 in the a.m. Yeah, that's the time that I do my thinking. I get woken up to talk about something, whatever's, and yeah, this time I'm in Rome. Um, you know, I wasn't duped by the Holy Spirit. This is my, home. I'm settling down now. I love older homes. They have character, there's something about them. Yeah, new modern day homes are beautiful and wonderful, but the older homes, they still have their own unique personalities. There's just something different about them that I like. Um, I don't know. Maybe because it's how I grew up, probably. So it's at home. I grew up in a tin roof, right? I lived in one. Yeah, didn't grow up with money at all. I like to live like I don't want to be broke because it's just less stress that way. Not to mention, Christ as Jesus, taught us to live as a within our means. But yet every day we're trying to keep up with the Joneses. We're on Instagram perpetrating a perfect life. We're on YouTube, having channels trying to again achieve perfection through having the proper microphone. Whatever happened to a regular microphone? Okay, step it up a notch or two, but do you have to have that most expensivest just because you have that brand? We say we follow Jesus, but we forget that Jesus is Christ. We throw his name around. Oh, effing Jesus Christ, this, Jesus Christ, that. That's a cuss word, right? We're saying his name, as they say, in vain. In vain, as in it doesn't mean anything. It's just BS how you're using his name. That's just, and you're a follower of Jesus or Christ, as you might, either way. You need to look in the mirror and check yourself, right? So here I am in a home, not duped by the Holy Spirit, but duped by the owner who goes on a reputable website to get a renter, but the homeowner, landlord, does not use a management company or someone who has the capacity to do this thing. You do not know where I live, so I can feel comfortable saying this information, and I couldn't say this information if the Holy Spirit wasn't guiding me to do so. It's in Eternal Father's plan that I say this, because nothing happens on this earth without Eternal Father's permission, right? So don't hate the messenger. This message is for all those landlords out there. Using a family member that has no business whatsoever or opened a book is not a proper maintenance person. I have no gas for the past, 4 days to heat my water. Good thing I'm military and know how to bathe out of a sink with heated water, correct? There's some wiring that's been done that the maintenance guy won't touch. The rules are that the gas company, they are not stepping foot in the house to take care of it. So I need someone proper, and the landlord won't do it. I'm afraid to use the dishwasher because I think the kitchen might flood, because the oven, what do you want to call it? The heating element, that wire that runs in the bottom of it, is askew, as if somebody had a fight with it. Why would you fight with the inside of an oven unless you're pissed off at the landlord for the things that they're not going to do? Otherwise, how does that just decide it wants to do a jig and I open the oven and I caught it in the middle of a dance and so it's crooked? No. The microwave, the vent that sucks in the air as you cook to clean it so it doesn't go throughout the house. Well, half of it goes in, half of it goes out, into the home. And the part that goes in is not being cleaned. The microwave is just that old. The microwave is also missing the ring underneath the glass plate so it can go in circles, right? Why do you do these things unless you're ticked off at the homeowner? Otherwise, the ring should be there. I understand age of the microwave, but guess what? For the age of the microwave, the vent to not be working, that means it's also not clean. So all I can guess is the previous tenants were very upset. The dryer, oh my gosh, fire hazard. I told the woman the fire is a fire hazard. There's so much lint down inside the trap. That's a fire hazard. It needs to be cleaned. I even threatened going to the fire department, right? But then do I get evicted because I'm in a home that's substandard? So now I'm without a place? What does a homeowner do? So she has someone come and he takes a regular vac and wants to put the round vac end into that flat, rectangular, skinny hole and remove school screws so he could stretch it out. Sweetheart, I had to pull it out. You are not going to jack up this dryer the rest of the way so I cannot use it. But then again, maybe I should let you break it so she has to buy me a new dryer. That's how tenants think and what tenants do, and now I'm without a dryer. But no, I took it out. The sensor on the dryer will not allow the dryer to work because it is just that backed up. That happened after I already gave the landlord the warning about this being a fire hazard. So I cannot wash my clothes now. Oh my gracious. Okay. She doesn't check the washer that she just bought. It's a used one. So she messes up the cycle because she doesn't want to stand there and let the whole cycle, the washing cycle, go through. So it messes up the next use. Because I have the wherewithal in my brain and been through so much, I understand that, you know what, this isn't working. Let me do a hard reset. I unplugged the thing because it has sensors in it as well. So now you have to think differently. I unplug it for like a half hour and let all the electricity, all its memory just totally drain out. Just like you do with your Wi-Fi. Do a hard reset. Unplug it, let it sit for 5 minutes, let all the power drain out so it doesn't hold. So now I have a washer again. But I still don't have a shower. Oh, the shower head leaked. I think it's it's her son. That's who she used. I was just whispered to just call it out. This is what it takes nowadays. Because when you're behind closed doors and people don't know what you're doing, you do a bunch of shit that you ain't supposed to do, which is you doing nothing or you doing something, right? So this is the way I have to put it out there, I'm being told, at this very moment. So those who know will know, and those who don't, you don't, because you don't know where I live. So the shower head leaks. He does paper tape that goes inside the plumbing tape. This is life experience. So, I actually offered to be, what do you want to call it, a property manager, because I've had experience in that occupation, right? But because, I'll be there at 10 o'clock and 10:30 rolls around and there's still no phone call. Oh, I'm still waiting on the road warrior, my car. I had problems. Okay, so when your car broke down, after you called them, you had no inclination to call me. Oh, I'm calling you now. Yeah, 30 minutes later, I'm the one who's calling you. Well, I was just about, that doesn't matter. We're adults. At 10 o'clock, you couldn't figure out, you needed to tell me, the one who's waiting for you? Turns out, this is part of the problem, because when I decided I'm no longer going to be sitting here like your bitch, waiting for you when you're not communicating, when I'm offering you as a chaplain a service for free, because this is what Christ taught us when he came down here as Jesus. I offer this service, property manager, free, just to let you know what things should be the way they should be. Now you hire the person. I'm not going to do that much. I got my own stuff to do. So now she understands how much I know and what she screwed up. Because now this person comes and now he's acting as the liaison. And I'm writing things down for him. He asked me to. This is who I'm working with now. A liaison that has to go back to tell her because now she no longer really wants to talk to me. This is a person who is a landlord. to me, doesn't feel like they really want to be a landlord. The floor dips in, it's dilapidated, it just got done, but the person who put in the new flooring should have put some kind of leveling thing underneath to give it doggone support. I'm missing 3, if not 4 screens. So I have to open the door, side door, front door, to let the place air out when I cook, so my place isn't stopped up with smoke. Because, hey, sometimes I like to cook chicken. Sometimes I like to cook whatever, and it causes a little smoke. That's cooking 101, no, 099. But the front door screen doesn't work. I'm in Green Acres, yo. Green Acres is the place for me. Good thing grew up in the country. You know what I'm saying? I was a little girl in the country, born in New York though, but younger years here in Georgia. So I kind of know about country living, so I'm okay with it. But what if I wasn't? I'd be crying up a storm. Up a storm. Maybe that's why I like old places, because one day I was going to be put right back into it. But I know how to handle it this time. But if you're a landlord, come on now. You don't touch the gas thing. So now, even the liaison, who sometimes does maintenance still, he does both, but he's picking and choosing what he wants to do in this house, which I totally understand. He ain't touching the gas, the heater. So now I still don't have, who's going to want to touch it? Her son put in some kind of wiring. So, right? Anyways, the whole thing is about people who, like the landlord and her son, they were in here, I met them, saying, yeah, we agree with you. We don't go to church either, because all they're asking is for money, and they don't help the public. And when they help the public, they ask for more money. So what are you doing with the money other than making it gargantuan and with gold and fanciful? But it has nothing to do with the people. Jesus was nothing like that. They agree, about my principles. Yeah, we're the same way. We don't go blah, blah, blah. We're followers. Yeah, but people forget that you don't just follow Jesus. He was Christ. He is Christ, right? You're not following his example at all. Why are you allowing people to live this way? So anyways, if I open the door, guess what? A roach came in, and I'm not a follower of roaches. So now I've got this big ass 1.5 inch roach that's hidden someplace that I get to find later. I am not a roach girl. That's one thing about the country. That didn't work. So take care of your business. When you have other people, your tax accountant, your attorney, your liaison, your property manager, that doesn't mean you get to sit on your butt. It means that once in a bit, at least I'd say a month, if not twice a month, you need to get off your butt and go check out what they're doing. That's your money. Just like you have a website built, and now the web builder did not log out as a viewer to look at it as a viewer to check their work. And now you got to check their work, and you're like, look, I paid you and I still got to babysit your butt. That's why I learned how to work on websites my dang self. What happened to people who are so-called Jesus freaks and Jesus lovers? You need to be a freak. I'll be a freakazoid, come on and wind me up. There are all sorts of freaks, right? Mind freak, you like those. So proof positive, all freaks are not negative. Be a Jesus freak, be a Christ freak. Start something different. I'm a Christ freak. That's stronger. That's more oomph. That's an S on your daggum chest, all right? Okay, you got the picture. Good night. Well, not good night. Good morning. Keep on going.